We wanted to talk for a few minutes about attics and water damage. When water comes in through a roof, a lot of times folks don't even realize that it's happening. So I guess one of the first areas to be aware of is just how often do we go up in our attics? That if we know we're having a serious rain event, or if you suspect or fear that you might have any issues with your roof at all, you might want to take a peek up there to go up the attic access, and preferably during the rain event, take a look around and see if you can notice any water coming into your attic. Or often it's a discovery where we see a stain on a ceiling. If you've got a stain on a ceiling, the problem may be even a little worse than you think. We have put so much attic insulation in place. It's not unusual for us to run into 24, 36, 40 inches of attic insulation. So that insulation can hold the water from the leak almost like a wet sponge up against the framing, the ceiling joists, and also the top side of the drywall from the second floor. So that's a great environment. It gets hot, humid, gets wet, stays wet, and mold can develop. So that's one whole category of water damage in attics. We have another category that is unique to North Texas or parts of the country where architects and builders have put attic water heaters into our homes. So attic water heaters can cause catastrophic damage. And depending on your water heater and the roll of the dice is going to determine how long a water heater lasts for. And if you go online, you do some research, I think 8 to 12 years is about the average. Statistically, it's said that about 40% of homeowners have a water damage situation at some point during their period of homeownership. And 20% of all insurance claims are attributable to interior water damage. These attic water heaters can really hurt. So a few months ago, I was at the local gas station and saw a plumber that we do a lot of collaborative work with, and he was on his way to have an entire trailer load of water heaters recycled. We're in the suburbs of Dallas. Homes were built 10 to 20 years ago, and we're in a period where water heater failure is often inevitable. So with that inevitability of that type of damage, there are some other things that you can be doing to prevent the damage. Looking at the water heater is really where it starts. Sometimes you can hear problems as they start to develop, or rumbling. You might get decreased performance as far as the hot water in your shower or tub, at your sinks. There are devices out there, and most water heaters and attics have pans underneath them. This is another line of defense, which is an even better alternative. And that is a detection system, and they have different types of detection systems now. They're sounding audible alarms. They can be connected to a smartphone. They can also automatically shut off the water source so that if the sensors that are down in the drain pan under the water heater sense water, they will actually shut off the source of water and really minimize or limit the amount of damage that could occur. So definitely in the category of an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And take a moment and look in your attic during rainstorms or periodically to check the condition of your water heater and try to avoid these huge calamities.